say.
What's up? What's going on? It's good with you. Let's talk about some things. Let's talk about one thing, and that's BMG money. What's BMG money? BMG money, loans for feds, applies to any worker that's a federal worker. You can work for any of the federal government agencies and be able to apply for a loan without a credit check hitting your credit report. Now, why is this important? Because some people got sucky credit, me included. Okay, it's better than it was. But, why am I talking about it? Because I finally made my last payment. Things were rough. Things were rough during my divorce. Pockets were a little light. And I called up, checked out, seen online this thing for loan for feds. Now, people have issues when they go to get the private loans and then they go to their banks or credit unions and they get decent rates because of the fact that they may have good credit. But if you starting off at the post office and you ain't been there a while and your bills are piling up and you might have been there 6-7 months and pockets may be a little light, 6-7 months means that you're guaranteed to keep your job unless you're lost. But you can actually just apply with them and they utilize your employee identification number and they may ask you for your social, but that's for a soft credit pull. Now, I've recommended many people to this and they were able to get their loans. It's not available in all states, most states, but I'm going to leave the information for the BMG money in the video description. I leave it in every single video with all the rest of the perks that we get, but this one was a little good to me because I finally did my last payment. And I'm like, okay. And what they do is they'll hit you off, I don't know, maybe $2,000 or something like that initially. And then once you get close to paying your first, thing off, they offer you $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, etc. The key with this is that you don't ever have to come out your pocket and pay them back because they just set up an allotment. You work with them directly. You set up an allotment through your light blue. Once they see that the allotment is set up, boom, money in your account. I think it takes 2 or 3 days. 2 or 3 days. Very easy, very simple. I never had an issue with them. In actuality, if I'm not mistaken, I think they're based in like South Florida somewhere, but they cover the whole country. Nonetheless, the people have always been friendly. That's the one thing that captured me because there's a couple of other loan companies that I ain't gonna talk about, but these people were actually friendly. They walk you through the steps, piece by piece. They get their commission if you get a loan. I have yet to see people not get a loan that have worked for the post office because, it's one of these solid jobs. So it is what it is. But I had issues with my taxes because, when you start making lots of money, some people don't know how to put money aside to pay your taxes. It helped me out because I didn't want to go through the headache of trying to call up Social Security, the tax department, and tell them, hey, set me up with a plan. They may charge a little bit of interest with BMG, but again, not only do they not run a credit check, they do report to the credit bureau. So it helps you build your credit. So if you don't have credit, it will help because it'll show your ratio of what you have available credit, etc. And it's constant payments. You don't have to think about it. It's just coming out your check. Might be $120 every 2 weeks or whatever it is, but you got your chunk of money. You pay your bills. Now don't use it because you want to go buy some gold teeth. I don't even know if that's a thing anymore. Or go get some lipo, plump up your booty, put some stuff in your lips, Get the wrinkles out your forehead. Don't waste it on garbage. If you go get a loan, be responsible with what it is that you got to use it for and take care of business. But I recommend them specifically because of how easy the process was and how quick the money came. And most importantly, they were extremely friendly. Now, I don't do no reviews for people on Google and all that stuff, Google reviews or maps or whatever it is. And I've never checked them, but I'm pretty sure if you check their reviews, you can't beat it. You can't beat it. Now, if you quit before you finish paying off your loan, you know you're going to owe some money. You're going to owe some money. But if you ain't quitting, that money's in your pocket. Got it. You ain't losing too much out your paycheck because you work for the post office. If you work a couple hours overtime every couple weeks, it's going to pay the loan back, and then you got no problems. Check them out. If it works for you, great. If it don't work for you, then at least you got the information to share with one of your coworkers. You zim it? All right. Check them out. Information, video description below, and all the other perks as well. All right. This be that JH with a little tidbit, passing on that information. I'm happy. Finally paid them off. A little extra $100 and some odd back in my pocket. Back in my pocket. You zim me? We out of here.